Dan Watson saying before the game the team would have to rely on the leadership of the veterans as well as goalie Billy Christopoulos, the backbone of the team. First period, Marcus Vela shot, rebounds out to Ryan Lowney. Cam Johnson stops that one, but not the Matt Berry rebound. His second goal in as many games. Fish with the early lead. But then it goes downhill quickly. Game tied at 1. Mateo Gennaro goes top shelf glove side. Goose not a chance. Everblades leading by 1. And then just 7 seconds later, Florida strikes again. Levko Koper splitting the defense, and just like in the series, Toledo trailing 3-1. Wild first period, far from over. Under 2 minutes to go on the power play. TJ Hensick to John Albert, and it's back to a 1-goal game. Fish with life, but then less than 30 seconds after that, Everblades strike again. Zach Solo, his second goal of the game. Toledo back down 2 goals, and after 6 goals in the first 19 minutes, that's it for the scoring. Walleye outshot the Everblades 38-22, but Cam Johnson saves the day for the home team. 36 saves as the Walleye season comes to an end. But what a season it was.
You know what? The guys got to enjoy each other. You know, like we talked about, special group, special team, and you know, at our level in our league, they won't be together again. So we want to make sure that you know, they still have the laughs and enjoy each other, enjoy the city of Toledo when we get back there, and you know, like I said, these are tough moments, the tough times when it's time to say goodbye.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not the outcome we wanted, but you know, overall, Coach said in the locker room after the game, it was the best group of guys I've ever been a part of, and to make it this far, and for the city of Toledo and for us, it was, yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, special moments for sure. Frustration here, obviously, right now. Wouldn't trade it for the world, but it's a tough loss for sure. It's a tough moment, but you know, we had an opportunity. It's a memorable run that I'll remember for the rest of my life.
It's tough. You know, I don't think there's a dry eye in that room right now, including myself, and special team. It's hard to put into words how close these guys are.
Matt Melzak and Claire Dow join us now to look back on Game 5 and on another magical Walleye season.
All right, thanks. Back here in Estero, Florida, where unfortunately the Toledo Walleye season comes to a close. Claire, let's first talk about this game tonight. Toledo, we knew they had to come out strong. They did come out strong. They got the first goal, but it was that 3-minute stretch there in the middle part of the first period that really cost Toledo.
A 3-minute stretch that is going to stay with each and every one of these Walleye players, at least until next season, probably beyond. It's something that had that not happened, it's a 1-0 ball game going into the first intermission. Toledo did what they could to a point, trying to fire back after that. They did get an additional power play goal, but just a little too big a hole too early.
Yeah, it certainly was. Getting down 4-2 against this Florida team, and Cam Johnson, their goaltender, who was the MVP, and no surprise, he was phenomenal all throughout this series and all throughout this playoff run. So, you know, hats off to him for a great run. But let's talk about this Toledo Walleye season, because it was phenomenal when you really think about it. I think Dan summed it up with you, how great it really was.
It's just, we're so spoiled. You know, you come off of the 2019 season. Toledo was Western Conference champions. They made it to the Kelly Cup finals. You have a phenomenal season in 1920. It ends abruptly. You don't play for a year. You come back, and to be Brabham Cup champions, Western Cup champions, and to make it back to the Kelly Cup finals is almost unheard of.
Yeah, it really is. And, of course, this series ultimately boiled down to the fact that Toledo could not win the games on its home ice. They lose those first 2. It puts so much pressure on you to have to win 2 down here, and they just didn't do it. They were so close, though, in Game 4. I think that's what stands out the most. That 20 seconds is all they needed to get off of the clock. Then that we would have had an even series. We would have for sure been going back to Toledo, and that didn't happen.
It didn't, and then you really needed to come out tonight and start on time, like Coach Watson always says. And they did that to a point, but then just had a rough 3-minute stretch, and there's nothing else you could do.
Yep, well, hats off to the Florida Everblades. They win the Kelly Cup at Toledo. Hats off to them. What a great season, and we'll certainly looking forward to another season that'll get started when we get to October. Not too far away, really. We're already going into mid-June. It's not that far away from more Toledo Walleye hockey, but be ready to go when we get to October. Unfortunately, the Toledo Walleye season comes to a close.